Welcome to Two Crazy Redheads. I'm Debra.
And I'm Bobby. We're here to talk to you about Cabernet Sauvignon because, you know, that's one of my favorite grapes. And this is specifically the 2006 Cannonball Cabernet Sauvignon from California. And Debra will tell you why we chose this particular bottle of wine.
We chose this particular bottle of wine because I actually met someone who's involved with this label, who went to high school with my former roommate, Greg On. So, Greg, we're drinking your wine.
Her roommate was not Greg On. Greg On was
Greg On is my roommate's
here sometime.
friend from high school, and so I was trying to find out what. I know he's not the winemaker. Somebody else is the winemaker, and he's involved with this. So that's like I'm putting that out there that I know someone associated. I've never had it, and you know
They didn't give us this bottle. We bought it.
Yep, I just wanted to throw that out there. And so we saw it in the store when we went and bought our case of wine at Silver Lake Wine. I said, hey, we gotta try this one. So I did find from their website some little notes on it.
Don't tell me what it's supposed to say.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that because I know you. No, just because Bobby and I have mentioned before that in the state of California, by law, in order to put the varietal name on the wine, so in order to call it, you know, Cabernet Sauvignon, it has to have at least 75% of that grape. So most of the time, you know, usually it has more than that.
A lot of times it's 100%.
Exactly.
Especially if you go to the winery, you're drinking their reserve Cabernet, it's typically 100% Cabernet.
So this is a case where this wine has 77% Cabernet Sauvignon. We got 15% Petit Syrah, 5% Petit Verdot, and 3% Syrah. So
it's a little bit of a blend. So you know, they're using those extra grapes to give you different flavors. So
and the other thing about before we even get into this actual wine, just knowing from the label, is it's called the 2006 California. It doesn't have a county, it doesn't have a specific region marked on it, and that's probably because they sourced grapes from lots of different areas, or more than one area of California. So they just give it the general California designation.
They are from Southern California, right? Or they're from Northern. They're from Kaiserville.
They're from Northern California. So instead of it being like, you know, if it says Napa Valley, Cabernet Sauvignon, all those grapes came from Napa Valley. So in this case, it's called California. Grapes probably came from a couple different places. What do you smell? Bobby's better at this part
Lots of fruit. Lots of fruit. When you breathe in really deep, you get like cherry at the end. But I mean, there's dark fruit too. It's more like raspberry versus blackberry or currant, which is what I'm more used to, and currant. Like I definitely get currant too. There's lots of fruit. See, it's got a little vegetal aspect on the nose too, but it's very, very fruity.
But the vegetal thing I find pretty common for Cabernet Sauvignon.
And it'll have like a
green
pepper,
bell pepper.
Bell pepper, from what I understand, is actually due to not quite ripe enough grapes. So
this doesn't really.
It doesn't have that aspect though.
There's a spice in there.
Pepper.
Something else though too. I mean, like that's like black pepper. You mean? Like that.
It smells like Kool-Aid. Like when you really breathe deeply, that's what the cherry, I'm telling you, it's Kool-Aid.
But just so the visual of like the big Kool-Aid guy coming running through doing a cannonball. Sorry.
Cabernet coming out his rim.
That's funny.
Alright, I gotta try it.
I expected this to be heavier than it is from sticking my nose in it, and it's light. I like it.
I got tea. I'm having a tea kind of day.
I'm not getting tea, I'm getting the oak, like wood a little bit. Not in a bad way, you know, it's different.
I don't know why I don't like tea. I mean, I do know why. And this is not necessarily the truth about wines that have tea. I also drink dry tea. Made from Moibos though, not from Lions black tea. Because my first thought, the first time I tried tea in a wine, was that it was grape stems. That's what it reminded me of. Not to say that that's what this is. I'm just saying that was my first thought. The very first time I tasted tea and wine, I thought, this tastes to me like grape stems. And then I said, oh yeah, it's oolong. I don't think it's bad. I think
I like it.
the thing I like is that the tea it's not completely overbearing. But I just don't dig tea. I'm realizing. And we did let it breathe for 3 hours, so it's not like I didn't give it time to open up.
I like this one. I think
You like it more than I do.
I typically with Cabernet Sauvignon, I usually think fuller bodied wine, like a heartier wine, and this to me is more kind of a medium. It's not super intense, which is good. So some people can probably match this better with some food.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, what do we got here on these notes?
I think this this wine, wow, it tastes enough like tea. I'm calling it tea. I think that this wine would go well with like really full flavored foods. Think about cheese.
I'm thinking cheese.
Like blue cheese.
I was like,
cheese inside.
we might have to, because I'm like, I was seriously thinking, cheese plate. Okay, wait, what do they say? Rich blackberry, strawberry, black cherry, beautiful toffee tone. I don't get toffee.
I don't get toffee either.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's why everybody's different.
Maybe
Everybody's palate's
and
different.
if we had opened it up an hour ago, maybe that's what we did.
Black
Or if we
cherry,
just opened it up.
cranberry, black pepper, and currant are balanced with soft cocoa and a hint of
black
rose.
cherry.
I know.
That's
You said
Kool-Aid, dude.
that. When you said that, we said black pepper, and it says with a hint of rose petals. The texture is smooth but powerful with firm tannins.
Wide mid palate and a long bright finish. I would agree, actually. It does have a long finish.
Which is nice.
Not
it's
like
bright, not like lingers on forever and you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean it's not the finish. The finish actually might be one of the best parts of the wine to me. So anyway, we're totally losing our light. So hey,
that's us, two crazy redheads. Cheers. Oh yeah, there's no light there.